Hello, class. You finished up week 2. On tomorrow, you will be starting on your week 3. So let's look at the overview of week 2. So you had the quiz that you had to complete for your reading of chapter 2 and your learning patterns for your discussion board where you posted your results from your LCI and examples of how you use those in your schoolwork and your personal life. And you had one grammar quiz, an assessment that you completed your learning pattern, and the assignment where you were supposed to different um, ex examples in your learning patterns up under each of the sections. This, I am still grading your journals. I have graded about 13 of those already, and after the video I will continue to grade those because your discussions, if you've already turned in your 2 peer responses, I've already submitted those grades back to you and you would have received that email confirmation that those grades were posted. I will continue to grade those because they are due by midnight tonight for those peer responses, and you lose the 10% point reduction for every day that you post late up into midnight Wednesday. After midnight Wednesday, I will not take any assignments and you will receive a 0 grade. If you submit anything up till Wednesday, that's the 10% point reduction. For the assignment in Waypoint, you have to midnight Thursday before receiving a 0, but you still receive the 10% point loss per day since it's due by midnight tonight. So continue to be mindful of that. If you forget the policy and the information, you go back to the start of the course, and that information is here under the grading and information. It shows you when things are to be graded. When I have to have my grades posted, it tells you when I will put in your 0 grade. So this helps you to know when you should be receiving that feedback from me on your grade. So some of you've been submitting your work on, if it's due Monday, you submit it on Monday, and by Tuesday, you're looking for your grade. Be mindful that I have a great deal of students, and sometimes I'm teaching more than one course. I also have a full-time teaching job. So I am part-time, as you see on my hours. It lets you know my available hours here so that you will know when I am on the computer. And I usually check in during my lunch period and then once I get off work. So I carry my computer with me to work. So as you continue to work through those assignments for today, be mindful of all these things. Let's look into next week. So we're going to go into week 3 so we can look ahead of what to expect. So here again, you have the chapter quiz and you have a pronouns quiz. You have 2 discussion posts for this week, not just one. It's important for you to understand each discussion forum has to have 2 peer responses. You can't do one on the first one and one on the critical reading and writing. You have to do 2 for each by day 7. So go ahead and use your sequencing to start making schedules on how you plan to get both of these completed by day 3, which is on Thursday, and to have your peer responses and quizzes and your journal entry reflecting on your mindset that's going to be a fixed or growth mindset that's going to be due by day 7 on Monday. So plan this out so that you do not lose any of the 10% point reduction per day for posting late. Many of you are already ahead. You've completed all of your work for this week, and you can go ahead and start reading and getting ahead on the discussions that are due on Thursday. They are both due on day 3. I wish you the best. Continue to send the emails and stay ahead of your due dates. That will prevent you from running into technical situations and your computer not working 2 hours before the deadline for the assignment. The weather's changing. I know here in Texas we had some power outages during lunchtime at work and across the city. So if you stay ahead of your due dates, then you won't get caught in those situations where there's a computer outage and you cannot submit your work on time. So do your best to get your school work done. I know life is busy. Mostly all of us have full-time jobs while going to school. I myself have a dissertation I'm writing. I work full time, single mom, and I'm your professor. So we all have a busy schedule, but we have to stay committed and dedicated to our goals and completing tasks that we have before us. So any questions, feel free to email me or contact me through Meet Your Instructor and just ask a question. Wish you the best in week 3.